USA, I've got some shows coming up in a few weeks. Salt Lake City, Denver, Phoenix, OKC, San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and Dallas. These shows are like 2 weeks away, so if you haven't got your tickets yet, click the link in my bio, and I'll see you there. Enjoy the video. Folks, emergency video alert. Over the years, I have talked about many men. Pickup artists, self-help gurus, alpha males, you name it. And they've all got their fun, silly little quirks about them, but they all have one thing in common, and that is their unbridled, deep-seated, insatiable hatred for women. They just can't stand them, dude. They love manly things and being a man, but if you put a W and an O in front of that, whoa, look out. And we've got breaking news about one of these dudes that I've talked about on this channel 2 times already. And that man is Russell Hartley. I really thought I was done talking about this guy, but somehow Palpatine has returned. Let's do a quick recap on the Russell Hartley saga, just to get you all up to speed. 5 years ago now, I made a video titled TikTok's Worst Dating Coach. In this video, I talked about a man named Russell Hartley, who at the time, he was making these very weird, misogynistic TikToks. The most notable being one where he compared women to horses.
A stable is a rotation of women that you have available to you that you can hit up and they can go on dates with. So what this means if you're a bachelor is that every time you have sex with a new woman, that's a new mare in your stable. But when the mare...
He also made the claim that women live life on easy mode.
I keep seeing so much lately that women are living their life on easy mode, and I'm here to tell you that that's absolutely true.
In that video, I did a little deep dive. I guess that's an oxymoron. I did a shallow dive into his operation. At that time, he was selling a course through his business called Get Coaching, and this course was about attracting your dream partner. Just the classic pickup artist bullshit. And shortly after I uploaded that video, Russell made a reaction video to mine that I then talked about on my podcast called Very Really Good. You should go subscribe.
And that's what half-baked journalism gets you, Curtis Connors.
Just says my name wrong. And after I uploaded that podcast episode, he took down his reaction video. So caught the dub on that one, I think. And after that, there was nothing for a while. But unfortunately, at the end of 2022, I made a video about Siren Agency, a company actually co-founded by Russell Hartley.
That's when I find out Siren Agency, one of the co-owners, Russell Hartley.
And Siren Agency was a company that was managing OnlyFans creators and allegedly taking up to 50% of their earnings.
And it turns out you have to give them 50% of your earnings on your spicy site.
But since 2022, it's been all quiet on the Russell Hartley front. That is until I checked my mentions on TikTok a few weeks ago, and this is what I see.
Listen, if a man asks you what you bring to the table, that man has a low credit score.
Women should be gold diggers. Women should look for a provider. What's wrong with that?
If a man cares about how much money you make, he's scheming. If you don't think you should provide for your woman, you should just date a man. Okay, so he canceled the date. How do I reject him? Block him!
This caught me like way off guard. The last thing I was anticipating in 2025 was a Russell Hartley rebrand. Because on the surface, this seems like an improvement from his older content, right? Which isn't saying much. But the more I looked into Russell's rebrand, the more questions I had. So for this video, I thought we would take a deep dive, and then maybe by the end of this video, we can discern if this is genuine or not. So Russell still has me blocked on TikTok, so I had to use a burner account to see his videos. But this shift in his content actually began way back in 2023, where he was doing his usual style of content, and then he posted this video.
What's wrong with women liking successful guys? I keep seeing these hidden camera videos where the girl like hops in the guy's Lambo and he's like, oh, you're on camera because you're a gold digger.
All right, first off, I don't think I've seen a gold digger exposed video since like 2013. So Buddy's a little behind with the trends, but usually the sentiment behind those videos are like, oh, women are bad, they just want you for your money. And he doesn't blatantly say that, which is good. I will say though, I don't think being a gold digger is necessarily a good thing though, right? I think you should obviously love someone for who they are. But hey, if you're solely into someone for their money and the other person is aware of that, then screw it, you know? Do whatever you want. And honestly, he probably could have just left the video at that. But unfortunately, as always, he kept talking.
I like women who have nice taste. I want them to have expensive things, nice earrings, nice jewelry, whatever. Because when she's out in the world, that's a representation of me. And if she's not balling, then that makes me look bad. as a man.
Had me in the first half there. Pretty much just said, yeah, the only reason I have a girlfriend is to make me look good. That's fucking crazy, dude. My girlfriend's gotta be dressed to the nines at all times. Dude, I make my girlfriend sleep in a Gucci dress, red bottom Louboutins, and she's gotta be in full glam, just in case we get robbed in the middle of the night. I would hate for those robbers to think I don't have a bunch of money and nice things in the house they're currently robbing. And as you can see on his old TikTok videos, a lot of them weren't really cracking 100,000 views until he posted the one that I just showed you, which got over 600,000 views. And ever since that video, he's been posting content that's very pro-rich man and also like trad positive videos, I guess you could call them.
What do women bring to the table? If the table is the relationship, a man's responsibility is typically to put the meat on the table.
Pause, bro. It's a man's duty to flop their wiener on the table.
And the woman's responsibility is typically to set the table. And what that means is that a woman civilizes a man. They do this sort of instinctually. It's like a part of their process of selecting a mate. Like they're looking for the potential in men.
And it's like, again, I guess these videos are better than his old videos, but I don't think these are necessarily good by any means. The videos he's making now are still like a little misogynistic, but they're just like disguised a little bit, you know? Before he was just like, yo, women are literally farm animals. But now he's like put a bow tie on everything. Because in the videos, he's like kind of insinuating that women like can't achieve wealth on their own.
Whether you like it or not, women like men who can provide for them.
And he's also encouraging these traditional patriarchal gender roles where the man has to be the provider, you know, and flop his wiener on the table. And then the girl just stays home and puts pie on a windowsill to cool all day long, you know? Like, I feel like he still doesn't fully understand, like, modern relationships.
Why would a woman be with a man in the first place if he's not going to provide for them?
I don't know, man. Love? A romantic attraction, maybe? Perhaps a deep emotional connection with another human being that transcends monetary value? I don't know. Like, what the fuck? Dude, when I first met my now wife, Jenna, I had zero money. Goose egg. I wish I had a goose egg. I could sell it. But I didn't. I had nothing. I didn't even have that. Dude, I was in college with student loans, so essentially I had negative money. My bank account was fucking gluten-free, dude, because I had no bread. But she didn't care about that because she liked me for me. She likes me for me. She liked me as a person, right? But hey, you know, what do I know? I'm just happily married to the love of my life, and this guy is not. So around the end of last year, Russell started doing these like TikTok live streams, and then he would like clip segments from the live stream and upload them as clips to his TikTok account. And that Russell Hartley core video that I showed you earlier, I believe like a majority of those clips are taken from his live streams. And during these streams, he'll talk to his audience about like dating in general, and mostly around dating rich men. And the first live stream clip he posted was titled "How to Be a Gold Digger." And it is way too long. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but it essentially boiled down to if you want to start dating a rich man, you just have to start working all the time. So whenever the rich man asks you what you're up to, you're like,
oh, sorry, I can't. I don't know. I'm a nighttime bartender or whatever.
And then when the rich man hears that, he's going to be like, okay, well, I'll just pay you what you would have made tonight at work, and then you can come hang out with me instead. And then you just do that forever, I guess.
I'll just cover your night so you can just come over here instead. That's how it works with rich men. I promise you.
Fellas, I don't care how rich you are. Don't do that. Okay. I know it sounds crazy, but some girls actually enjoy what they do for work. What the fuck? Imagine like a rich guy talking to like a trauma surgeon and doing that. I'll just pay you what you usually make, and then you come hang out with me. And then they're out to dinner while there's a guy like bleeding out to death or something. And that How to Be a Gold Digger video got over 1 million views. So he's been posting that exact same content ever since, and it's performing like really well consistently. I gotta hand it to him. It's like he's like getting more views than he did like back in 2020. So the rebrand seems successful, right? He went from having a primarily male audience in 2020, using language that would appeal to young single men that would in turn convert into them buying his dating course or whatever. And there's actual proof of this on his website. To this day, there's a bunch of testimonials from people who bought his texting course. They're all from dudes that are just like, thank you so much, Russell, for teaching me how to text girls.
The course so far has gotten me cheesy. Great stuff.
But a scroll through his comment section today paints a wildly different picture. Now his audience are mostly women who are commenting stuff like, keep me on the rich men algorithm, please. Who are you and why are you a girl's girl? You need to be a girl dad. I'm not so sure about that one. Based on Russell's past behavior, his daughter would come home from her first shift at Starbucks or something, and he'd be like, and I'll be taking my 50% cut. Thank you so much. And the general reaction to this new style of content has been mostly positive, but there has been a fair amount of negative feedback as well. So let's take a look at that. Ladies, please do your own research before falling for blank statements like this. This man is just capitalizing on what he thinks women want to hear. Hating women didn't work, so now he's going to try hating on men. Nailed it, dude. I'm going to give that comment 5 big booms. Boom! Boom! He straight up used to be like, women live life on easy mode, and women are horses in your stable, and give me 50% of your money, allegedly. But since that obviously didn't work out very well, he's completely switched to the other side, and now he's like, yes, queen, not me being one of the girls. And guys, obviously, people can change. I know that. We've all done things in our past we're not proud of. And in a perfect world, I would love to take all of this content at face value and be like, okay, great. He's a little better now. Yay. But I don't know, man. It's one thing when like a fully grown adult is called out for something they did when they were a teenager, but I think we should be a little more skeptical when just a few years ago, this dude co-founded a company that was allegedly taking 50% of women's earnings. Dude, like, that's gonna take a little bit to get past, you know? Like, that is just straight up evil behavior. I don't think you do that if you're ill-informed or like that doesn't accidentally happen, you know? Your Honor, owning that agency was a complete mistake. I fell down on a bunch of paperwork in the business registry office and I accidentally created a legit LLC. And then my phone was hacked and someone made all those websites and sent all those DMs. I'm a good guy. There was another video I saw from a creator named Makeup Fresh, and they brought up a really good point about Russell's rebrand as well.
That man was a woman-hating grifter, and now he is a man-hating grifter.
Sorry, grifter, I hardly know her.
If they have specific stances like him, his new stance, he should be talking to men, not women. He should be talking to men because if he really believed what he was saying, he would want men to change, not women.
That's a good point. Like, if your whole thing is being a rich, successful man, why not just preach to men about those values? Straight up, I feel like he squeezed like every penny he could out of like lonely, single men. And now that the well is dry, he's trying to do the same thing to like lonely, single women. And there are tons of videos like this of people like critiquing this new Russell rebrand. And this next one in particular got 1.5 million views and 200,000 likes. So it's nice knowing that I'm not alone in this situation. Other people feel this way, so that's good.
If you're believing anything that this grifter fucking says, you should not be dating, because you need to tighten up a little bit, because you're gonna get played.
And also, dude, his whole thing is men should be providing for their partner. Rich men can get any girl they want. Gold diggers are awesome. Then bro, where is the woman you're providing for? As far as I can see anywhere online, this is a single man. Practice what you preach, dude. What the fuck? This is like when Gal Gadot did that Huawei phone advertisement on her Twitter page where she posted the ad from her iPhone. It's the exact same thing, dude. Ain't it just the worst when someone promotes something they don't actually use? Well, I'm happy to tell you that's not the case with today's sponsor, Midas Merge. Guys, Midas Merge sponsored one of my videos 2 months ago, and straight up, I've been playing this game ever since then. If you've never heard of Midas Merge, let me explain it real quick. Midas Merge is a Merge 3 game where players combine creatures and treasures strategically, completing quests and harnessing the sun's energy to dispel the darkness cast by Nyx, the goddess of night. And folks, this game is so adorable, it's insane. And I'm really glad I gave it a chance because honestly, this is not the type of game that I would think to start playing, but it really is a lot of fun and super rewarding. You get all these cute little creatures that you can evolve by merging items. My favorite are the crystal fawns, which can transform into these even cuter level 3 creatures. Adorable. And like I said, in the world of Midas Merge, the Gardens of Gold have been cast under shadow by the evil goddess of night, and you have to restore brightness to the garden and free its inhabitants. And I really love the gameplay because you're able to like clearly see your progression over time, and it's super satisfying figuring out ways to merge your way through the map. And one of my least favorite things about most mobile games these days is they always need to be connected to the internet. But get this, you can dive into the enchanting world of Midas Merge anytime, anywhere, no Wi-Fi needed. Dude, I went to New York a few weeks ago and I was playing this game 30,000 feet in the air when my phone was on airplane mode. Midas Merge is also free to download and ad-free with no dead ends, so you can always merge and explore without interruptions. And I've got exciting news. Be among the first 100 to install via my link or the QR code on screen and receive a unique Mox Fox Level 1. This cute little creature boosts your garden progress and will be personalized with my name. What the heck? So don't miss out and download now by clicking the link in the description or scanning the QR code on screen right now. I've truly been having a blast playing Midas Merge the past few months. Like I said before, it's genuinely such a rewarding and enjoyable game, and I seriously cannot recommend it enough to you guys. Because once you start merging and uncovering all these adorable little surprises, you'll be hooked immediately. Thank you so much to Midas Merge for sponsoring this video. Back to the video. But again, who knows? You know, maybe he is a changed man. I watched a video on his YouTube channel where he reacted to his old TikToks, and to his credit, he admits that the stable comparison he used was a little insensitive.
The stable part, I get that. I honestly, looking back on it now, I get where people can see that and be like, whoa, hang on a second. Well, women aren't horses.
Okay, well, no, I guess he just said he sees why people would interpret it as misogynistic. He never actually claims that it was. And that's always a good way to take accountability. Sorry you felt that way. That's on you. I didn't even know horses could get offended. But then there's another part of the video where he talks about like all the backlash he received. And he said it was like a really difficult time.
I lost businesses. My mother was getting death threats and doxxed, and I had to move, and people were filming me outside my house. It was like a whole thing.
And obviously, I don't support any of that, no matter who I'm talking about in my videos. Like, it's never the goal is to be like, yeah, let's fucking ruin their lives. That's fucking, like, don't send death threats, especially not to someone's mom, dude. That's crazy. Like, if someone sent a death threat to my mom, I'd be fucking pissed, dude. The only person who could threaten to kill my mom is me. When she told me I was playing too much Left 4 Dead on my Xbox 360. And yes, that happened last week. But he does say that he learned a lot from his mistakes.
Learned a lot of lessons, and I definitely over time have learned about myself, about kind of what I want to be.
He then went on to denounce Red Pill podcast as a whole, which I think is also good.
The Red Pill men's podcast style, sit at a round table where it's just a bunch of men in their 30s and 40s berating women. And I never wanted to be a part of that. Those guys invited me to their show a couple of times, and I never did it.
And I think you can be the judge of all this at the end of the day. But we do have more things to discuss about this whole situation that I think will help you make up your mind in the end. So Russell has been putting in work on this rebrand, dude. In my Siren Agency video, I referenced an article that they paid to have published so they could seem like a legitimate business. And history repeats itself because we've got another paid article to coincide with Russell's rebrand from the iconic Los Angeles Wire. Why are you publishing this? You can see at the top there, it says branded content, and on their site, it says, we may have been compensated by the contributor who wrote the contributor content or whose product or service is the subject of the article in exchange for publishing the article as so-called native advertising. So this is not an article that a journalist wrote because it was an interesting story to tell. This was paid for by Russell or someone on Russell's team. I don't know exactly who paid for it, or maybe as a secret admirer that just was really rooting for him. It's also fucking poorly written as well. It seems like someone went to ChatGPT and was like, can you write a nice article about me? I'm Russell Hartley. Can you write a nice article about me? Here's a few excerpts. The secret behind Hartley's appeal lies in his authenticity and relatability. Unlike many influencers who curate their online personas to match perceived expectations, Hartley remains true to himself, an approach that has endeared him to millions. Yeah, that's true. He's remained true to himself for years. He's always had the same opinions. He has never switched up or anything. And here's the end, which is my favorite. In conclusion, though subtly so, Russell Hartley stands at the forefront of a cultural shift facilitated by social media, yet rooted deeply in timeless values. As one of TikTok's most eligible bachelor continues to spread his message far wide through captivating content coupled with actionable advice. Whatever the fuck that means. If you handed this in for like a 6th grade English project, you'd fucking fail, dude. This is dog shit. I also found this Yahoo Finance article that's pretty much the exact same as the other one. They've just changed a few words around slightly. Like at the end, instead of in conclusion, though subtly so, they put in summary, albeit subtly. Just so, like, what the fuck are these, man? If he actually did pay for these, I hope he asked for a refund, dude. Because I don't think these accomplished anything at all. And if you think the photo in this article looks like a paparazzi pic, that's because it is. That is a real paparazzi photo of Russell Hartley. Wow. And I found the paparazzi video that goes along with it, and it is fucking bizarre. So I really want to show that to you guys. It's from a channel called Rav, and this video is titled Russell Hartley USA Most Eligible Bachelor Talks Outside BOA.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Oh, sorry. I didn't even know you were coming out right now. Turn my shit off and everything. Did you just have dinner or what?
Yeah, we just catched up with some friends at BOA.
What's up, man? What's up, bro? What's up? How's How's the food here at Boa? I never eat here.
I love Bo. I come here all the time. I live here in the hills, so
Okay, so you're
convenient for me.
I feel like you're the guy I see like on TikTok and stuff, right?
Come on, man. Come on. You expect me to believe this celebrity paparazzi was just waiting outside of this restaurant for an A-list celebrity to walk out, and then he was like, oh shit, no way, it's that TikTok live streamer. Like, no shot, dude.
What did I see? Was it USA's most eligible bachelor?
Yeah, what did I see? What did I see in the email that you sent me prior to this?
For real though, how did that happen, and what did you think when you saw that?
Dude, I fucking love this paparazzi, dude. He is giving it his all. How did that happen? And what did you think when you saw that?
Well, it's funny because I started talking about like men paying on dates and stuff like that.
I know. I was looking at your stuff actually just the other day, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fucking slow day in LA if the paparazzis are taking pictures of this fucking guy, dude. But anyways, the paparazzi then segues into a very normal and natural question that perfectly coincides with Russell Hartley's rebrand.
When I look at the comments, though, I do feel like it's mostly like women that are commenting, and it's pretty positive.
Russell doesn't actually get the opportunity to respond to this observation because the paparazzi is just so jazzed about this entire interaction.
Yeah. How you doing, by the way? My name is Will. How you doing, Julie? Okay, wait, are you still at Eligible Bachelor?
Russell then shows off his McLaren and gives some advice to the eligible bachelors out there.
What would be your advice? What would be your advice?
Just be a gentleman.
The video ends with the paparazzi giggling at how nice these cars are.
Both of those are nice.
And again, maybe this is real. Maybe this paparazzi guy just so happened to be outside of this restaurant, and then a TikToker walked out, and he was like, yes, all the hours waiting was worth it. I knew ignoring Justin Bieber was a good idea, so I had enough room on my memory card for Russell Hartley. You know, and then he got this great piece of content. Who knows? It does seem a little manufactured, though, I will say. And celebrities call the paparazzi on themselves all the fucking time, so I think this is probably pre-planned in advance, because the fact that it wasn't just photos, like it was a full video of him asking a bunch of specific questions that perfectly align with Russell's new image, like, it's a little fishy, right? And looking at this paparazzi guy's other videos, it seems like people reach out to this guy just to promote whatever they have going on. For example, this video with a rapper named Yaki. In the video, she's in like a random shopping plaza, and this paparazzi guy just so happens to be there also.
Now, I had seen online that you were going to be doing something like here soon in LA. Is that coming up, or I don't even know?
I don't even know.
Or I don't even know.
I don't know. You do know.
Coming up, or I don't even know.
That's so funny to think of a paparazzi who's just like way too specific about this shit. Whoa, I didn't even know you were gonna be here. I love your TikToks. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, tell me about that donation you made this morning. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I didn't even know you knew about that. Yeah, so basically I donated $10,000 to the ocean. Oh, awesome. Tell me about the Sorry, do you really want me to say this? What am I paying you for? Okay. Tell me about the penis shortening surgery you had. Okay. This guy did his research. Yeah, it was just too big, man. All the girls were complaining about it. You guys hear that?
Shut your fucking mouth!
Can you pay me now? Pay you with what? I threw all my money in the ocean. No offense to the rapper for doing this if this was all pre-planned. It's so much work to get people to come out to shows, and this is a pretty smart way of doing that, so I'm not trying to like dunk on that person. I'm just using that as an example. Back to Russell, okay? I'll say it. This rebrand is rubbing me the wrong way. I think if he was actually a changed person because of his past mistakes, I think he would just be that. You know? Like, it'd be kind of crazy to make all those personal changes in private, you know, to like genuinely better yourself, and then to be like, all right, now it's time to pay a publicist so people know that I'm a good guy. Like, that just seems disingenuous to me. I feel like he's spending more time on the optics of the rebrand than actually like trying to be a better person, right? Okay, so while I was editing this video, I found something pretty crazy. I was reading that Yahoo Finance article, and at the top it said, this is a paid press release. Contact the press release distributor directly with any inquiries. And if you scroll down to the bottom, it says the press contact is Glazers Media. Bro's glazing. So I looked up Glazers Media and I went to their website, and it is fucking wild, dude. There's a little bio on their front page, and then a little further down, they outline their 3-step process. Step 1, follow the money. Optimize your offering, determine how attention will make you money. Step number 2, sell your story. Figure out where your audience is and tell your story there. Book, videos, etc. And then step number 3, amplify. Use media like press, TV, podcasts, live stages, influencers, etc. to amplify your story. And it's pretty crazy because this 3-step process is pretty much exactly what's happening in front of us. Determine how attention will make you money. He's getting a lot of attention and making money from it. Sell your story. And I guess he assumed his audience is watching random paparazzi videos on YouTube. So that's what they did in step 3, dude. Like, they used articles, paparazzis, even morning news.
Russell Hartley is here to share why he's known as TikTok's most eligible bachelor.
I'm not against PR firms. Obviously, that's like a huge part of the entertainment industry. But it seems like Glazer's Media in particular has a specialty. Because it says on their website that they specialize in reputation management, get uncanceled, better yet, build a wall. E! News published Glazer's Media's CEO as #1 on the list of top reputation management experts celebrities turn to in crisis. But we don't just work with celebrities. We first amplify your side of the story through positive press. Second, suppress the negative false narrative using top SEO methods. Third, permanently de-index and remove defamatory content using a vast legal network of intellectual property, copyright, trademark, and defamation experts. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. And the cherry on top of all of that is the thing they use to advertise this aspect of the business is a picture of the Glazer's Media CEO posing with Tucker Carlson. My dog hates Tucker Carlson, man. Oh, and also at the bottom of the page, to further legitimize the CEO of Glazer's Media, there's an article titled, Photos of Vito Glazers with Andrew and Tristan Tate resurface. Just a little tip, if you ever want to advertise like how awesome you are, don't cite an article that has the word resurface in the title, you know? I feel like nothing good has ever resurfaced. And dude, this is all on their like public website that I really didn't have to look that hard to find, dude. This is insane. So yeah, man, after seeing all this shit, I am fully convinced this rebrand is 100% manufactured. I fucking don't believe it for a second. And I fucking wish I saw this before I filmed everything, because everything I talk about later in this video makes so much more sense now after seeing all this. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting and wanted to include it in the video. Back to me. I think influencer rebranding in general is a pretty tricky subject, because when a company rebrands, you know, they switch up their logo or they switch up their slogan or something, but they essentially have the same product. When an influencer rebrands, I always feel really weird about it, because that's like a human being. You know what I mean? It's a person. That's like a human person with like emotions and memories. Like, they're not like a product. It's weird, right? For example, when David Dobrik almost fucking killed Jeff Wittick and then all those other crazy allegations were popping up, he took a few years off and then he came back and he was like, hey guys, I'm back with muscles now. Yup, the guy you hate is out of shape and I'm not. Therefore, you don't hate me. And obviously, people don't stay the exact same their entire lives. That'd be insane. And when it comes to a purely creative endeavor, I think rebranding is necessary, not to fucking lose your mind. I think the videos I'm making now are a little different than the ones I made like 5 years ago, right? Even though this is a continuation of a video I made 5 years ago. But no, like fucking Addison Rae used to be a Hype House member, TikTok dancer, and now she's like a popular musician performing with Charlie XCX. Jojo Siwa used to be like a kids musician, and now she's... I don't really know what she's doing now, but, you know, it's different. But when you use your platform to solely get attention from a certain group of people, to then leverage that attention just to sell a fucking product, i.e. Russell's old coaching programs, it's hard to believe your new outlook on life is genuine when you're essentially doing the same thing you did before, but just with a different audience, right? Which brings us to why I think he's doing all of this. Money, 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 money. When you go to his TikTok page on your burner account because he blocked you, he has a pinned playlist titled Get a Bag of Money. Click here. And in this playlist, there are 2 videos.
You guys know what's happening with this TikTok shop thing? Stay-at-home mom's making a ton of money, like insane levels of money on TikTok right now. Like crazy amounts. Like it's actually crazy. I work with TikTok directly. I've been on social media a long time.
Okay, sorry. Saying I work with TikTok directly is fucking so funny, dude. Could not be more vague. I actually work with TikTok directly. There's a little button on my phone with the TikTok logo, and when I press it, TikTok opens directly on my phone. Beat that. Dude, I'm gonna start telling people I work for Google. All right? That's the exact same shit.
I'll show you. I'll put together a little packet.
A packet? If you would just get up and teach them instead of handing them a freaking packet, yo. All right, sorry, let's watch the second video. The caption is, it's a gold rush right now.
How do you make money? Girls, listen. Right now, my latest project is I'm working with TikTok. I'm a TikTok shop partner. The shop right now is crazy. Women are making money. You won't need a man. It's like that right now. It's insane.
Whoa! You hear that, ladies? You won't even need a man. Ladies, doesn't that make you feel awesome? Like, how the fuck would someone hear that and be like, yeah, no, that's a girl's girl right there, dude. Like, that's so insulting. The only way that you could support yourself financially is with a rich man. Or clicking the link in my bio, queen. He also has a little blurb in his TikTok bio that says, make money on TT, and it points to a link. And when you go to that site, you get this. And as you can see, this is on getcoaching.io, as in I owe a bunch of OnlyFans creators a bunch of money. Allegedly. No, this is his coaching website that he was using all the way back in 2020. How to make money on TikTok with Russell Hartley by reviewing products that you get for free from the TikTok shop. Breaking down how people are making money by reviewing products on TikTok with Russell Hartley. There's a little write-up about him, and at the bottom of the page, there's a button to sign up for the free live training. Whoa. Free live training? So maybe he isn't doing this for money after all. That's so sweet of him, man. He's teaching people ways to make money out of the kindness of his own heart. So obviously, I signed up for this free live training, and I can confirm it didn't ask me for any credit card details or anything to sign up for the actual training session. So I watched the live training and I learned a lot. This webinar was about an hour and a half long, and Russell went through all the details on how people are making insane amounts of money right now using the TikTok shop. He starts off the presentation by giving a brief explanation on affiliate marketing on TikTok shop.
People are making TikTok videos, selling and promoting products for the viewer's consumption and getting paid directly through TikTok.
Transparently, this was all news to me because we actually don't have TikTok shop up here in Canada. I straight up heard about TikTok shop for the first time like a few months ago. But if you're unfamiliar with affiliate marketing, a company will give their product to a creator, usually for free, and that creator will post about said product. And if any of their followers purchase that product using their link, that creator gets a percentage of that purchase. And this has been around for a very long time online, but it is especially lucrative on TikTok shop because the shopping aspect is directly integrated into the video platform. So if you see a video of a creator like advertising a product, it just takes a few taps on the app and you've already purchased it, and then you can keep using the app. Like, it's pretty seamless. So what the hell does Russell Hartley do in that equation? Don't worry, he'll get there. First, he's got to play a clip from a Share interview.
When you get older, I wish you'd hurry to get older so that you would settle down and marry a rich man. And I said, Mom, I am a rich man.
Isn't that funny?
Isn't that hilarious?
I am a rich man.
A woman making money on her own?
Isn't that funny?
He then goes into this whole spiel about how owning a business is the fucking worst thing you could ever do.
Owning a business means that you deliver a product to customers. It's a lot of work.
You know, it's way too time consuming and overwhelming.
Typical business, you have to deal with endless problems. You got research and development, product costs, inventory management, logistics, customer support, payroll, you name it. Most businesses are lucky to profit 20%.
And it's just like the absolute last thing you would ever want to do, okay? And remember that for later. He then shows his own personal TikTok shop.
I have a shop on TikTok. I have some products and stuff on there. You guys might know that already. I make t-shirts, like crew necks.
Oh yeah, dude, he has merch. Holy fuck. Okay, forgot about that. Let's go see Russell Hartley's merch. Anteater. I hardly know her. He's got 100% certified gold digger. It's so ugly, man. Also, this is offensive to real gold diggers, man. If you're not fucking knee deep in a river panning for gold, don't wear this shit, man. Future rich wife club. Pretty ain't cheap. Thank you card to my ex. Okay, send a sincere thank you to the person who saved you from a lifetime of misery. And all this is marketed towards like straight women. So if they're sending this card to their ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, they are not going to understand this at all. Okay. The back of the card says, thank you so much for saving my life. You know how dumb dudes are? Your ex-boyfriend will not pick up on that sarcasm, dude. They'll get that card and be like, thank you for saving my life. I guess we're back together now. So yeah, he shows the back end of his TikTok shop. He's got a whopping 0 listings sold. Damn. This guy knows how to sell some products.
It's not like a high income generating business per se.
Yeah, it's no income generating, dude. And throughout this webinar, sorry, every time I say the word webinar, I feel like a year is taken off my life. That is the most embarrassing word to say out loud. Through this webinar, he says the same thing over and over again. And the message he's trying to portray is, you don't have to have a bunch of followers to start doing this, okay? You're going to start making videos, one could hit the algorithm and pop off. And that is true for the most part, but the way he's saying that is like the worst way you could say it.
Most of these people that I'm showing you here are nobodies. They're not famous influencers, they're just nothing. They're just literally
Non-famous nobodies.
They're nobodies. They're nothing. They're dust in the wind. They have no followers. They're nothing to anyone. When he said that, all I could think of was that fucking I Think You Should Leave sketch with the babysitter.
It's like a hit and run.
Oh my God.
Should we call the cops? Cops said that, like, the people she hit are just kind of like nothing.
Non-famous nobodies.
Like, they don't matter.
To Russell's credit, though, the next slide gives a disclaimer about, like, what people can actually earn while doing this. You're not going to become a multimillionaire overnight, which is nice, because I feel like a lot of times people, when they're selling shit, they're like, you'll make $1 billion a second. So I guess it's nice that he's trying to stifle people's expectations a little bit.
The woman on the right is doing cleaning supplies, and she made about 152 grand herself.
But at the same time, I guess he's doing the exact opposite, so I don't know.
Stay-at-home mom's making a ton of money, like insane levels of money.
He then shows an example of TikTok shop affiliate marketing. This is video of a girl advertising a broom called the Helio Air Broom, and it says that she sold 15,000 units and earned $7 a sale. So she apparently made $105,000 from just that one video. And if that's true, that's fucking crazy. You know, good for her. That's wild. Because according to Russell, people doing this aren't even influencers.
7,000 followers. That's nothing. This is a regular girl. She's not an influencer. She's getting stuff for free on the TikTok shop. She's posting about it, and this girl's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month.
Okay, not an influencer, but she's getting free product from a company in order to advertise it and make money for herself. Hate to break it to you, my man, but that is quite literally the exact definition of influencer, dude. She is influencing people to buy shit. And it was truly fascinating watching this presentation, just knowing Russell Hartley's past and how he used to market himself, because there are several times throughout this webinar where he is like directly speaking to strictly women. Like, he knows for a fact that there are no dudes watching this right now.
Y'all got sisters or sisters-in-law? You ever come over to your house and you're like, gotta get that bottle opener? Hey girl, watch this. And it goes just like that and takes the cork out automatically. And they're like, oh my God, that's so cute. And then you're like, oh my God, yeah, I know. It's so cool. It's so cool, right? He's like, where'd you get that? A TikTok shop.
Bro, like, that's like a middle schooler's impression of a woman, dude.
TikTok shop.
But there is like pretty much only women there. You can see in the chat the whole time. Andrea, Astrid, Lala, Isabella, Tish, Stacy. I don't want to assume anyone's genders, but, you know, I don't think I've ever met a dude named Lala. What's up, bro? I'm Lala. We then get a slide where he's, you know, selling the dream to all the single moms watching this webinar. Imagine a life where you wake up, get your packages from the mailbox, make a couple videos reviewing the things you received is spelt wrong, and then use the rest of your time enjoying your hobbies and living your life. And now's the time we finally learn what this is all about.
This is my company, Rise. I call it, you're only one post away, because that's literally how it is. I'm directly partnered with TikTok, like I said.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell. Ding, 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 ding. Another company, dude. Right after saying owning a business is the fucking worst thing you could ever do, why would anyone do that? He is pitching his company, dude. And spoiler alert, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit because he doesn't reveal the price to people until the very, very end. But to be a part of Rise, which is this TikTok shop partner agency, it is $146 to start, and then after that it is $49 a month,
and then a $49 a month service fee.
The $49 a month pays for a dedicated social media manager, a dedicated product manager, additional free samples, higher commissions, monthly retainers, and health benefits for elite creators. But the rest of the flat fee up front, the $97 that you pay at the beginning on top of the first $49, that's for academy tuition. Of course. It's always a course, bro. Every fucking time with these dudes, it's a course. And this is to learn how to sell stuff? What do you know about sales, man?
And the only way to make money is if you do it my way. Inside of Rise, you learn how to make money in my way.
Yeah, that's the best way. That's the best way to make money. Clearly, it's not, dude. And that's the other thing I've always wondered when people like sell courses with all these claims of people making like hundreds of thousands of dollars per video, and they know all the secrets. And if you know all those secrets to get super rich, why not just use all those secrets to get super rich? Why the fuck are you selling a course, dude? Shouldn't you just be doing affiliate marketing yourself? It's like if it's the best way to make money. But after I heard something he said later on in this video, I think I understand why he does the managing instead of the actual affiliate marketing.
How many sales people do you have in Rise? You mean like other sellers that are happening? We have over 700 sellers right now.
So there are over 700 sellers in the program right now. And they're supposedly making a bunch of money. So if that's happening, good for them. But I'm going to do a little bit of math real quick. So 700 people paid $146 just to start doing this, which adds up to $102,200. And that just goes right to Russell's company, okay, before they even get anything. And then assuming nobody cancels their subscription. With the $49 per month, that's an additional $34,300 a month that goes right to Russell's company. And that money is going right to him. He doesn't have to make any content. That's money that goes directly to him without worrying about one of his affiliate marketing video getting into the algorithm and actually converting to sales, you know? That's coming directly from like vulnerable women, a lot of stay-at-home moms.
Stay-at-home moms making a ton of money
that are trying to make more money to cover their bills or like put their fucking kids in a nice daycare and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy, right? So the way this business works is Rise is essentially a official TikTok shop partner and creator network, which are real legitimate things that do exist. And they pretty much all claim to do the things that Russell said that they do. On the TikTok shop official website, there's a whole page dedicated to TikTok shop affiliate partners or TAPs. And I think that's what Rise would be because I looked up what TikTok shop partners or TSPs are. And a TSP deal more with the sellers of the actual product. And the TAPs, TikTok shop affiliate partners, they deal more with the creators who are doing the affiliate marketing. Agencies share product links with the creators so they can add the products to their showcases and promote them. The commission splitting is then completed online via the tool. Partner campaigns offer several benefits. For agencies, a new revenue stream that allows agencies to collect commission from sellers by setting up affiliate campaigns on their behalf. For sellers, a way to outsource the creation of campaigns and selection of creators to agencies. For creators, more opportunities to earn affiliate commissions from product lists curated by the agencies. So it can be beneficial for everybody involved, but one line in there made me raise an eyebrow. A new revenue stream that allows agencies to collect commission from sellers by setting up affiliate campaigns on their behalf. And then further down in the article, it says, click into the campaign details page to see all the registered products as well as the commission rates they are offering for this campaign. Note that this is the total commission rate that will be paid to you and the creators in the campaign. So if this is saying what I think it's saying, Russell's agency is not only receiving $49 flat fee a month from every member, they are also receiving a separate commission from that seller when that single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops, makes a sale. And look, I wouldn't be mad about this if signing up for Rise was free, but it's not. It's $146 up front and then $49 a month. And then on top of that, they're still taking a commission from a sale that you make. Like, what the fuck? And like I said, I'm in Canada, so I had no idea about any of this TikTok shop crap. We just got FM radio like last year, okay? I had to do a bunch of research on the TikTok shop to see if this business model that he's selling is legitimate. And I have seen a few other agencies doing the same thing as Rise and also charging people a monthly fee. So it's not just Rise. I think the whole thing is yucky, in my personal opinion. I don't know. I feel like as a creator, if you are providing a service to not only the agency and the seller, making the videos, posting them yourself on your own channel, you shouldn't also have to pay them your own money. It's like if the agency is making a commission on the back end as well, like that should be enough for them. Well, let's get back to the webinar, okay? Maybe the services they provide are actually worth $49 a month.
You get a dedicated social media manager. Now, what a dedicated social media manager does is your analytics.
Nice. All right. They do your analytics. That's actually amazing, guys. Like, you don't know the half of it. That is the worst part about being a creator, man. Every day I'm like, I gotta do my analytics. My analytics are due. Bro, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's so nothing. Guys, here's how you do your analytics, okay? You open up your analytics, you look at them. There you go. You're done. You've done your analytics. The fuck are you talking about, man?
Catered niche video recommendations, growth strategies, and one-on-one support.
Yeah, bro, like you don't need any of this. Maybe for TikTok shop you do. I don't know. I'm familiar with this whole world, but if you want to make videos, just make videos, man. That's oversimplified, you know, and I may be biased because this is what I do for a living, but like even so, if you want information about like growth strategies and shit, like you can find all of that for free online, like so many places. For example, I found this video on YouTube that is teaching basically everything that Russell is teaching for free.
This is all free information, okay? I don't have a course to sell you. This isn't some type of sales pitch.
The only thing you're really paying for is the opportunity to be signed to his agency. But an agency that you have to pay to be a part of is a huge red flag in my own personal opinion and experience. But let's get back to it.
Pay to play. All right? So, straight up, this is a gold rush right now. And I'm a gold digger, baby. The thing is,
Here's the thing.
No shot, dude. No fucking way he's using the keep gambling meme format unironically, dude. It's also very fitting for him to compare this whole thing to the gold rush.
This is a gold rush right now.
Because historically, the people who made the most money during the gold rush were the people selling the shovels. Russell is essentially selling metaphorical shovels to these women who want to make a bunch of money on TikTok. Sure, you could do this by yourself and use your hands to dig in the dirt for gold, but it'd be so much easier if you just paid me money and I gave you the tools that will help. At least with the gold rush, you didn't have to pay a monthly fee for your shovel to keep working.
I don't take from creators. I foster them, I make them good, I incubate them, I make them good salesmen, and then once they start making videos that sell and make themselves money and TikTok starts making money, then TikTok pays me.
Okay, well that's a lie. You do take money from creators. You're taking $49 a month from them. But again, hey, what do I know? I might be wrong, right? There is an option for agencies to not take a commission if they don't want to. Like, it's not a mandatory thing, so maybe he isn't, right? He probably doesn't need to take a commission because he's making fucking $49 a month from each person in this fucking program, dude. The other thing I'm confused about is he keeps saying that you can just start making videos immediately and start affiliate marketing immediately, pushing products and stuff. You don't have to wait. You just do it.
We have people start TikTok accounts following my training. They started a TikTok account from zero and made money within their first 7 days.
But everyone online says you need 5,000 followers on TikTok to be approved to be an affiliate marketer. So maybe if you're part of an agency, you can circumvent that process. I don't know. He then starts talking about all the benefits you get if you become an elite creator within Rise. And later in the live, he clarifies that to become an elite creator, you need to be generating at least $500 of gross merchandise value per month. And if you achieve that, the spoils. And the spoils are abundant. You get one of his awesome gold digger sweaters.
If you guys get to an elite seller inside of Rise, I'll send you a sweater.
Which is pretty cool because those are impossible to find, man. They're always selling out. And then apparently you also get health benefits, just like Siren Agency.
If you're with Rise, I have a backstage access to everything you guys do. I can see all your numbers, I can see all your access, I can see all your data. Any problems with TikTok whatsoever, I can get it fixed just like that. Because we have a rep at TikTok, we'll call them up.
Okay, if that's true, although I wouldn't be a fan of him having access to all my personal shit on my TikTok page, it is beneficial to have someone on the back end. Like if any problems arise, because especially if you're a smaller creator, getting in contact with TikTok can be very difficult and things can be pretty slow. So if you have someone to expedite that process, that is good. I don't know if it's worth $50 a month, but that's to each their own. And at the end of the webinar, after he revealed the price, he set off a timer for 30 minutes to indicate how long people have to hop on this deal.
I'll put this timer on the screen. So here's my offer.
Even though I've had the checkout page open for fucking days and it's the exact same amount still, so he just put that timer on the screen to evoke a false sense of urgency so he could pressure people into purchasing the thing right now, which is very awesome and kind of cool. He then spends the next 30 minutes answering some questions from the women watching this webinar, and we get some good nuggets during this segment.
I guess we're all co-workers now. That's right, Laren, we are. We're working together now.
Yeah, all co-workers now. You know how you have to pay your job $146 up front when you get hired, and then there's no guarantee of any income no matter how many hours you put into the work, but then you also get to pay them $49 a month. My dream job. Great.
I am in. Nice, Zoe. I have knee surgery and plan to spend my time learning and how to make money online. That a girl.
Knee surgery, you say? He then gets a pretty gnarly comment that I actually can't believe is real.
Thank you for making it affordable. Of course, Vanessa.
Thanks for making it affordable? It's not. That's not $49 a month, dude. That's wild.
I make money from TikTok. So I need you guys to pay a little something because I know if you don't pay something, you're not going to do it. It's like if I give you free concert tickets, you're not going to go to that concert. I need you to pay something so that I know that you're going to try and dedicate yourself to this.
Yeah, he's doing you a favor by letting you pay him. You should be thanking him. This is the women empowering message that he's been preaching all along. Either marry a rich man or pay an already rich man so you can maybe make the same amount of money as he does.
Yes, queen, slay!
But guys, the rebrand is clearly working, and this next comment perfectly illustrates that.
70-year gold digger videos that entice me to your webinar. Great. I'm glad. That's right. I'm a gold digger too, baby.
And he pretty much went the entire webinar without the old Russell creeping through. You could see a few hints of the old Russell in the way he imitates women.
A TikTok shop.
Or calls women with no following nobodies.
Non-famous nobodies.
But he could not go more than 90 minutes without falling back into his old ways.
You're here at Rise. You're inside of my TikTok shop partnered agency. You're under my umbrella now. You're in my little chicken coop. You're in my little chicken coop.
What the hell?
Oh my god, dude. Russell Hartley, stop comparing women to farm animals challenge. level impossible. You could have said anything else, man. You're all mares in my stable. You're all chickens in my coop. Fucking Jesus, man. Old McDonald over here cannot help himself, man.
You're my little chicken coop.
I don't know, dude. This whole thing just seems like a fucking waste of money in my personal opinion. Assuming you actually do get all these benefits like more free samples, higher commission, possibly circumventing the affiliate requirements, and possible retainers from companies, I feel like you shouldn't have to pay a monthly fee for these benefits if Russell's company is already making a commission from the seller every time a sale is made, or he gets paid from TikTok, as he says.
Then TikTok pays me.
And at the same time, it seems like a creator who is a part of Rise would never know this, because when you go through an agency for these affiliate deals, again, according to the official TikTok website, it says the commission rate that is shown to the creator is the commission rate they are paid by the agency, not the seller. So the agency is essentially like a middleman in the equation, and I think that's weird if you're paying the middleman also on top of that, right? And also on the TikTok website, it says the agency can only collect commission from the seller. The agency cannot collect commission from the creator, as this would be considered double dipping. So that's good that that can't happen on the TikTok shop, but like, he kind of is double dipping in a way, right? Because he's making commissions from the seller while also receiving $30,000 a month from the 700 people paying $49 a month. I looked up a bunch of other TikTok shop partner agencies that were listed on the official TikTok website, like VIP Streamers and To Boost, and it doesn't look like they charge an upfront fee for people to be a part of the agency. It seems like a lot of these operate like a regular MCN, where you apply to work with them, and then if they approve of you, then you're added to their agency, and then they just make a commission off of what you sell. I don't want to make it seem like Russell's company Rise is the only TikTok agency doing this. So they're not the only agency charging people a monthly fee and shit. I found several other agencies like Social Army that also charges $49 a month, and another one, Brands Meet Creators, which is $97 a month, which is fucking crazy. I think the whole thing is gross, not just Rise specifically. And also, Social Army? Just an awful name. Terrible name for a business. The fuck is a social army, dude? People running at each other in an open field with swords, and then they stop in the middle and just talk. And there has been positive reviews of both Social Army and Brands Meet Creators, but there's also been some negative reviews as well. This creator made a video about how they joined Social Army, and that Social Army promised a lot of like one-on-one coaching and shit, but as soon as she paid the fee, they completely ignored her.
I specifically asked, do I get a mentor? She said yes. I never even talked to her after I signed up.
And she stated in her comments that you could learn all the same stuff for free elsewhere. You really don't need to pay for anything. I learned a lot more from free communities I'm in. I'm in multiple free communities that are a lot more helpful.
Once I did leave Social Army, my sales skyrocketed.
In conclusion, though subtly so, like many other people have pointed out, it seems like Russell found out how lucrative owning a TikTok shop partner agency could be, realized he could use his like rich guy aesthetic paired with quote-unquote empowering messaging to attract single women who want to make more money, and then somehow convince them to pay for another fucking course. And while I was researching influencer rebrands in general, I came across Christian Walker. You remember that guy? He used to make a bunch of videos pandering to like a conservative audience, even though I'm convinced he was like fully rage baiting the whole time. But when you look at his current content, it is the exact same shit that Russell Hartley is doing. This was his old content.
Honey bun, why do you need a month to celebrate who you sleep with? Newsflash, nobody cares. You have all your rights, now shut up.
And this is his new content.
I see a lot of men worry about gold diggers when they don't even have any gold for anybody to dig for.
What's your type? What type of guys you like? What are you into? Rich!
And it seems to be working, man. His videos are fucking crushing. And this style of rebrand is just so fascinating to me, because most influencers will come back with a new look, a new name, but Christian Walker and Russell Hartley, they're both back. Same name, same look, same everything. It's just so crazy. But I guess with the algorithm like so personally catered to specific groups, where you kind of end up in like your own echo chamber, you can just like completely reinvent yourself and reach an entirely new audience who are completely unaware of your past. That is a totally doable thing if you just say the right thing at the right time. And I'd love to think that Russell has actually, you know, learned from his past mistakes. But I think just as a blanket statement, if someone you follow on TikTok is trying to sell you a course and is showing off all these people who are making insane amounts of money.
There's a woman right now making $700,000 a month. If a man cares about how much money you make, he's scheming.
Please do your research. Try to find reviews from people who actually did it before you actually like give your money to this person, because you'd be surprised how much you can learn for free on YouTube and Facebook groups. And if you want to do this TikTok shop thing for extra money, I'd say just try it out yourself. See if you actually like it and enjoy it and are good at it. And then if you're getting a little traction and you know, do your research and see some positives in an agency, then maybe apply for one of those agencies that don't charge you. Just base level, just don't give your money to someone on TikTok who's selling you a course that you really don't need, in my personal opinion. And I feel bad for these women who are like, honestly, I feel like they're being tricked by this persona. Like this comment I saw at the end of his live stream just totally bummed me out, man. Done. I just signed up. I need help desperately. So sad. I need help desperately? And wow, such a kind thing to do when someone needs help desperately. You go, okay, well yeah, that's gonna fucking cost you. I hope this is the last video I ever fucking make about this dude, but it seems like he just keeps popping up every few years with a new fucking business that's insane. So I wouldn't be surprised if in like 3 years I'm making another video about this dude. About his new fucking trough business. He's gonna start a trough business and be like, women, stop eating out of bowls. You're all my little fucking piggies. Oink, oink. I'm a rich pig farmer and you roll around in poopy mud because you're a pig, oink, oink. Or something along those lines. I don't know. I got lightheaded after that. Wow.
If a man cares about how much money you make, he's scheming.
All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry I talked for so long. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please press the like button because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 article I will pay to have written about myself. Leave a comment, man. Let me know what you think about all this and subscribe right now. Also, I got shows coming up real soon, so come see my shows. They're all the places I'm going to. I'm so excited. Wow. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but unfortunately, what the heck? Paparazzi just showed up.
I can't believe this is happening.